Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my beautiful, amazing, smart, sexy, hot mamas. We are back and we are back with a vengeance. I am inspired today. First of all, I want to say it is amazing what can inspire you. I was going through a cookbook. Inspiration can come from anywhere. It is a beautiful, my muse, inspiration. She is elusive sometimes, but sometimes she just kind of smacks me right upside the head, and she did so today. I was going through a cookbook and I saw, believe it or not, a picture of a guava. Now, I don't know if you know what a guava looks like, but it is the most beautiful muted, corally, pinky, orange color. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And then it's got this really beautiful, vibrant green outside. I was looking at this picture and I was like, that would look beautiful on my eye. So I finished cooking dinner. I cleaned up, did all my mom work, and here we are. I sat down and I did the first eye, and I am so into it. I don't even know how to explain it to you. It's soft, it's fun, it's colorful, but it's still soft and totally wearable. I am so into it. So I used like a really beautiful kind of guava-y shade and a green. I used multiple shades of green. I did a half cut crease and then put a little bit of a white kind of champagne shimmer on the inner corner. It is so beautiful. I'm so into it. It is so totally wearable. I'm just really feeling it. I hope you are too. And if so, this is what we're going to be doing this evening. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I forget that, and I don't want to forget that because that's kind of a thing I say. But let's just dive into it, because like I'm ready to go, and I want to get it done because like I'm so feeling it right now. This is what it looks like. Really beautiful. I have a little bit of depth going on my outer corner, just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I'm going to pair it with a really pretty kind of like pinky nude lip, because I'm just going to go for a very soft, like very kind of everyday, but elevated a little bit. That's what I'm shooting for anyway. I have my eyebrows done. They actually look pretty good. I'm trying to go a little bit darker on my eyebrows. I actually have been using, believe it or not, I have been using this eyebrow pencil from AOA Studios. That's Shop Miss A, and their stuff is $1. Some of it's kind of but most of it, like their lip products and their brow products, are so good. It's insane. I'm using the Sculpting brow pencil from AOA Studios. So what it looks like. The packaging is actually really nice. It definitely looks like it costs more than $1, but that's how much it was. It was $1. I love it. You've got a nice little spoolie on one end. I actually really like this spoolie. It's nice and stiff. It really gets in your brow hairs. And then you've got this. It's kind of shaped kind of like a teardrop, but it's really good. It was a little dark. So it kind of intimidated me at first, but I've really been enjoying it. There's a nice pigment to wax ratio. I feel like it really holds my eyebrows up. So I go in and I just use this. I go in with this and I just kind of like darken everything up and kind of define things a little bit more. And then I just go in with this. This is the new Revlon Color Stay Brow Fiber Filler. That's what she looks like. This is actually really nice. This is a little bit expensive, but I really like it. It's got fibers in there, so it helps kind of make my brows look a bit bushier. This is in the shade, what shade is this? Medium brown. And then this one is medium brown as well, I believe. I don't want to lie to you, so hold on just a second. Yep, medium brown. So these are both in medium brown. I usually use like blonde or taupe, but I wanted to go a little bit more, I want to be a little bit bolder with my eyebrow choice. My eyebrow color. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of into it. This is the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today. I love this thing. So this is the W7 dupe for the Carnival 3. I love this palette. I love this so much. Anytime I really just kind of want to get inspired, I go for this palette. It's just got every color that you might need in there. It is so beautiful. They're so blendable. They're so pigmented. I just really love this palette in particular. I haven't tried any other of the other W7 palettes, but this one I'm just so in love with. I got this off of Amazon. I believe I paid 13 bucks for this. Worth every single penny. Love it so, so much. So I already have my primer on today. I used my Believe Beauty primer. I've been using my NYX, but I figured I'd go back to my True Love today. And yeah, that's all. Okay, so just have the eyeshadow primer on. I'm going to go in first with my Dew Color 01. Just a really big, fluffy blending brush. My brushes are so dirty, and I need to clean them. I need to clean them. I'm going to do that tonight. I tell myself that, and then I'm going to end up not doing it. I really need to clean my brushes, though. The first shade that I'm going to go into is this shade right here, Peachy. I'm going to use this in my upper transition area. I'm just going to really go in on it and take it all over. I really love this brush because it's so big and it's nice and fluffy, so I don't get too intense of a deposit of pigment. It really fluffs everything out for me really nicely. It's perfect for the transition area. It's also really perfect for like when my eye look is done and I do that one last blend where I just go over everything real quick. This is perfect for that as well. I really recommend these Dew Color brushes. They're always on sale, especially if you look on like Amazon. 9 times out of 10 you can find a coupon that you can use with them. But they come in a pack of 15, I think, for 10 bucks, and they're really actually nice quality. I love these brushes. I like the weight to them. They're not heavy, but they're not like super light and cheap feeling. They're well made. They're nice and sturdy. They're easy to clean, and they really do a really good job of getting your eyeshadow on. I really, really enjoy them. All of the Dew Color brushes are really nice. I have 3 sets of the neon one because I found them when they were on sale. I think I found them on sale for like 8 bucks. So I jumped on it and I got 3 sets. And then I also got like the Egyptian set. I'll show you in a minute. Remind me. I'll show you in a minute. But they're like red and blue and gold, and they've got Egyptian hieroglyphs. I think that's how you say it. On them. They're really cool looking. Okay, so that's on. It looks a little orange, but that's fine because guavas kind of have like an orange like undertone to them. They're pink, but they're orange. They're not quite coral. I don't know. They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. So I'm taking that from my inside corner all the way to my outside corner and really just fluffing it out. And then I'm going to switch over to a little bit of a smaller brush. This is a a C color. I don't know if it's color or C color. I think it's C color brush. It came with my bronze palette that I absolutely adore. But I finally used it today. So I'm just going to go into this one. It's still a fluffy blending brush, but it's a tiny bit smaller. And I'm going to go into, is it Shamrock? So this color right here, kind of like a mid-tone green. It looks really, really dark, but it's not quite so dark on the eye. No, I'm going to go into Emerald. I'm sorry, I'm lying to you. I'm going to go into Emerald right here, which is this kind of like, it's a little bit grungy, I would say, but it looks really pretty on the eye. This one right here. Really beautiful. No. Oh my goodness. Lord save me. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Okay, guys. I'm going into this color right here. Emerald. Right there. I'm going to use my C color brush. And I'm going to take it on my lower transition. Again, I'm just taking this from outer to inner corner. It's all right if we get a little bit onto our eyelid because we're going to cut that crease. So that's going to be all right. Just really kind of putting it on. And I might have to go back into the peach one more time just because that color tends to want to get lost underneath the green. But that's all right. We're just focusing on building thin layers. See how pigmented it is? It shows right up. It is so, so pretty. I'm going to go back into that first brush. I'm going to go back into my peachy color. Really beautiful. Now I'm going to go into a smaller brush. I'm going to go into my e.l.f. This is my e.l.f. Crease brush. It's just a smaller, fluffy brush. And now I'm going to go into Shamrock, which is this Shamrock right there. This one. Really beautiful, kind of like, I think that looks more like an emerald than emerald does, but going into that one, and we're going to focus this in our crease. So, see how pigmented it is? It goes right on there. I love it so much. So, it's Sean's second week of school already. I am hearing him gripe. I'm going to go into my Moda brush real quick just to really get it into my inner corner. I kind of want to be a little bit more precise in here. Already, he's lost his binder once. He's gotten 2 zeros that I had to talk to his teacher about because he lost his binder and didn't tell me, first of all. And then say, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Like, I swear, having children is the most fulfilling thing, probably, that I will do in my life, for sure. But boy, oh boy, it is a test. It is a test of will, of mental fortitude. It's a lot. And now, I don't know if any of y'all have children in band. But now, you remember when we were in school? I don't know what age y'all are, but when I was in school, they gave you an instrument. Not gave it to you, but they gave you one to use. Now, if you want to be in band, you have to buy your own instrument, which is so insane because I'm pretty sure we're still paying taxes like our parents did. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to offer band, then they need to offer something for him to play. Well, no, that's not how it works anymore. Now you have to buy your own instrument. Now, my son, he wants to play the clarinet. And that's what I played when I was in band. I played the clarinet, I played the drums, and I played the bass pans. And the saxophone. I know. But he wants to play clarinet. And I didn't understand. I knew instruments were expensive. But, like, even for a used instrument, it's still, like, $200 or $300. Like, that is insane to me. And, like, I could rent one, but I don't want to rent one. I don't know who else's lips have been on it. I just don't know how I feel about that whole situation. So, and especially in the times that we're in right now, heaven forbid. So I'm going to have to buy him a freaking instrument. But you know, brand new, those things can be up to like $12,000. I saw that and I lost my mind. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. But no, it was not lying to me. They really are that expensive. And not only that, but I have to have this thing here bought and paid for by Monday. So not only am I going to have to buy this instrument, but I'm going to have to pay for expedited shipping to get it here, or else they're going to kick him out of band. So pretty. It just blew my mind a little bit. But I feel like I'm going to go back into that first brush that we used with whatever's left on the brush, and I'm just going to go over everything one more time. I really want it to look very cohesive and very blendy. But yeah, it blew my freaking mind. Like, I know understand it, but like, so that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to try to go out and see if I can find one, though I don't know where I would go to just find a clarinet laying around, but we shall see. So that's what we're looking like so far. Really pretty. Nice and blended. We have a really nice gradient going on. So now I'm going to go back into that Moda brush, and I'm going to go into this Envy color, which is just a slightly darker green. So this is the one that we just used, and this is the one that we're going to dip into now. This is my Moda Crease brush. It's just a really dense, domed brush. I'm going to go into there, and I'm going to focus this right on my outer V. And I'm going to bring it just over the curve of my eye. So maybe about like half the way through my crease. Focusing it on my outer V the most. My eyes are so wrinkly, sometimes I have to stretch the skin ever so slightly just to make sure it doesn't skip. It's the only really sucky part about having hooded eyes. Like everything else you can kind of like work around, but and if I look a little glowy, it's because it's so hot. It is so freaking hot, guys. Like, I am melting, which is why I'm not even going to attempt to do foundation today. We're going to do our eyes, and that's going to be that. I'm melting. I am melting today. It's so... I'm going to go back in to my e.l.f. Crease brush. Is it an e.l.f. Crease? Yes. e.l.f. Crease brush, and I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. This brush I love, though, because it's so soft. And it really just kind of like floats over my skin. It doesn't drag. So I get a really, really nice blend with this brush. It's really kind of fantastic. So pretty. I'm going to dip back into that emerald color, that kind of grungy green, just a little bit because I feel like it's getting lost. I'm going to go back over everything. Is it as hot where you guys are? Are y'all melting too? Let me know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Anybody remember that Sam Smith song? Because it gets stuck in my head all the time. All the time. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. Now we're going to go into my Morphe Jeffree Star brush. This is the JS11. And we're going to do... No, we're going to use my Do Color 08. So this is just a flat packing brush. But it's nice and fluffy as well. And I feel like it's kind of perfect to just get that outer V. I'm gonna gently tap into this black right here, just the tiniest bit, just to get a little bit of a deeper shadow going on. Literally just doot into, and see how much it picked up. Like, it's really very, very pigmented. It's a really, really good black, and I'm just gonna kind of tap that just on my outer V. And really blend that out. It's going to give me a little bit more depth. And I'm going to go, you guessed it, right back into my e.l.f. crease brush. And I'm going to blend again. This whole look is very dependent. All of my looks really are very dependent on blending. I just really enjoy that nice blended look, unless I'm going for something that's a bit more graphic, but I tend to favor like a smoky eye. And smoky eyes really just are all about the blending. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so are we ready to cut our crease? I think we are ready to cut our crease. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit of the fallout I've got going on. And then we are gonna cut our crease. Should I do my bottom? No, we won't do our bottoms yet. So I'm gonna use my AOA Studios. This is another dollar product from Shop Miss A. This is the E123. It's just a really thin, flat brush. Perfect for cutting a crease. So good. It's got this really nice, like, thin, almost like razor thin, precise edge on it that I think is so perfect for cutting a crease. I'm going to use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This is in the shade Pale. I'm going to get a little bit just on the tip of it. And I'm only doing a half cut crease. And I'm going just above my natural crease. Just slightly above it. That's what we look like. I'm going to take my clean finger now and just kind of pat on that outer edge. And then I'm going to take my Moda small shader brush. Again, it's just another flat packing brush. And I'm going to go into this color Living, which is the most beautiful, because I can't tell on my monitor. This is, oh, it's a beautiful, like, kind of almost electric coral color. It does not translate like that on the eye mixed with this concealer. It looks a bit more muted. I'm going to load up my brush though. And starting at my inner corner, I'm going to start pressing that into the concealer. Now I will have to pull my eye. Lots of silences in this one. It always happens with a cut crease. For some reason, I cannot talk and do a cut crease at the same time. I'm very, very sorry about that. Oh. Really wanting to make sure I get it all the way up to that line. Look at those colors together, though. Is that not the most beautiful freaking thing you've ever seen in your life? I love it so, so much. I am just living for this color combination. It looks so tropical and so fun. Now I'm going to go back into my Moda brush. I'm going to clean it off. And I'm going to dip back in to the dark green color that we used. So that was Envy. And just I'm going to swirl that on my outer corner. And then I'm going to go back into my Moda brush. That's still got some of that living pigment on it. And really blend and blur that line. So, so pretty. I'm going to use this brush again. I'm going to clean it off though. Try to get as much of that pink pigment off as I can. And then I'm going to go into this really beautiful kind of champagne-y pearl. It's called Tahitian Pearl. This really beautiful shimmer color right here. I'm going to get a good amount of it on my brush. And then I'm going to take my spray. I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me today because that's what I have sitting here. And I'm going to pack this on my outer corner. This is such a nice touch. It really just brings a softness to the whole thing that really just makes such a difference. It really just brings like a whole, another element to the whole thing. I love it so, so much. So pretty. I am so feeling it. I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to dip a little bit back into that living. And kind of blur this line here a little bit. So beautiful. I love it so, so much. Now we're going to do our bottom lash line. I'm going to use my Morphe Jeffree Star brush. I'm going to go in to that first peachy tone that we used. And I'm going to bring this all underneath my eye. We're not going to go very dramatic with the under eye. We're just going to put a little something there. I'm not going to fluff it out a bunch. I'm just going to make sure that it's there. Kind of connect it. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. small angled brush. And we're going to go back in to that Envy color, which was the darkest green that we used. And we're going to use this as a liner. Taking this directly on the lash line, tucking it right into that outer corner. Little bits at a time. Really beautiful. Just kind of ties in the whole green thing. And then I'm going to go back over it with my Morphe brush. Just to kind of soften the edges a bit. So, so beautiful. I love it so, so much. This one looks a lot brighter than this one, but that's just because the light is shining on this one more, but they're really, really beautiful eye look. I'm going to put some lash primer on real quick. Of course, you guys know I'm going to use my NYX On the Rise. I am so due for another tube of this stuff. It's expensive, like expensive, but that's totally okay. Because this is one of those things that I genuinely think is worth the price. It gives me that false lash effect and saves me the trouble of having to full width a false lash. Like, I can do it. I can do it. I am capable of putting on a false lash. But I do not claim to be the best at it. And I just don't think they're very comfortable. There are some ladies out there that wear them like a pro. Very jealous of that, because there is nothing more that I would like than to have these big fluttery lashes. Alas, I don't think it is for me. I will stick to my lash primer and I will be happy. I have been meaning though I've been wanting to try out some of those, just like the corner lashes, because I feel like those would be for me. Just kind of give me a little bit more drama on my outer corner. I feel like I could totally get into those. I've seen ones that just kind of like you glue up under your lash. I'm gonna try to find some and maybe test them out and see how that goes. So I'm using, moving on to my lips while my lash primer dries down just a bit. This is my Milani Color Statement lip liner in the shade 09 Spice. She is getting down there. I've sharpened her quite a few times. I feel like this shade is perfect for helping me to define my lips without them looking, because it's pretty much my the same shade as my lips, just a little bit darker. I don't know, it's so good, and it blends with a nude lipstick so perfectly. It is so good. It gives my lips just that little bit of definition that I crave, without looking like I have a lip liner on, which is amazing. If you guys haven't noticed, we are sticking with a theme in this video, and that is dollar makeup. So I have another Shop Miss A product, not sponsored. Maybe one day. Be nice. But as of right now, I'm not sponsored. This is just the AOA Studios Super Creamy Lipstick. This is in the shade 1331. Sure. It's just a really beautiful kind of pinky nude lipstick. These are very comfortable. Nice and creamy. It's like a semi-matte kind of satin finish. So you still get that little bit of shine, but it's not like you have a gloss on, or I don't know. I just love it. I love it so much. Because I feel like this look doesn't need a matte, but it needs like like this, just something with a slight shimmer, just to kind of pull everything together. It is so pretty. I am not gonna bore you with having to watch me put my mascara on. So this is the finished look, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. I'm living for this color combo. So pretty. I feel like it is very tropical, very fun, and super wearable without being, it's fun without being too loud, and it's something I really appreciate. I am so into it. I am so here for it, and I hope you guys are too. As always, I will post finished pictures on my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama, MAHMA, so please head on over there and check those out. I also post lives and all that good stuff. I post looks that I don't do videos on, so there's definitely stuff over there that you guys haven't seen yet. And as always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. Just me sitting in front of my camera doing my makeup, hoping y'all are enjoying it. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. I love you all very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important.